All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the next chapter of the Champions Carnival. And, we're getting into the middle of it now. We're in the middle of the tournament now. Now, this is where the wins are going to really start to matter. This is where, the meat and potatoes are starting to come. So, with me in the Champions Carnival is Jug and everyone else who can speak. Introduce yourselves.
Hola.
Yo, saludos! It is I, Zach George98 here. How y'all doing?
All right. Hey, it is me, Pure Power. For those who are in No Mic Chat that JM hasn't introduced, we got Skittles and Pony at the moment. Gunslinger's here, but he's AFK at the moment. He'll come back later.
Mhm.
And the infraggable Jug,
Yeah.
who literally has a jug of water right next to him.
Yes. You can tell it's a jug of water.
All right. While he has somebody polishing his French footwear.
His nice Louis Vuitton shoes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
You
let's
don't
kick
wear
this
to
off.
Mexico.
All right, so now let's kick this off with Gary Albright taking on who? Hey there, Boris.
Johnny Laurinaitis versus Gary Albright.
Gary Albright about to put John Laryngitis on his
Yeah, that's what I was
goddamn
meant to
head.
say. John
Hey,
Laryngitis.
Hey, Zach, how are you? I'm here
Oh.
wrestling in my favorite venue in the world, the Budokan.
The Budokan.
My
Jam.
plan is to win the Champions Carnival and go on a hot date with Mrs. Baba.
God, that rumor. It was funny. Rene Dupree had Phil LaFawn on his podcast, and he buried the shit out of Johnny Ace.
Oh,
It was
my.
hilarious.
Well, everybody knows nobody likes Johnny Ace.
I know, but he's like, oh, Johnny Ace gets this credit as like this great finish guy, but he's like, nah, he got them for Phil LaFawn.
Now he needs to get Mike Barton on there. Let's see what Mike Barton has to say about his former tag team partner.
I bet he buried the shit out of him.
Mike Barton probably say, like, yeah, he was a bitch. No good piece of shit.
I mean,
I break his back, put him in the Barton clutch, make him humble.
All you have to know is that the fact that his brother Animal hated him.
Your own brother hates you. Wow.
Well, Phil LaFawn can be jealous all he wants. He's just mad because he never main evented the Budokan and fought Misawa for the Triple Crown title like I did.
Yeah, but he was more the Road Warriors were over in Japan than he ever was.
I returned from my pointless excursion to the UK.
Oh, did he bring any fish and chips back for us, or?
Imagine going on an excursion in the UK. Just a big bro moment right there.
Going to the land of the canceled.
Like, if you're going on an excursion, you better be going 2 places. Or 3. Mexico, America, or Puerto Rico. You better not be going to Europe or the UK. Because you're going to get canceled there.
What about
I know
Canada?
Shota and Yuta haven't been canceled. They're doing just fine.
For now.
I know. For now.
I think their excursions are almost done.
Yeah. Did the Road Warriors main event the Budokan against the South for the Triple Crown? That would have been a good match, like a handicap match.
All right.
I still think Wasawa would have jobbed them out.
Oh yeah, Shining Wizards Designs is running an auction of his G1 2022 drawing collection, and the winning bid will be donated entirely to the ongoing care of Shinjiro Otani.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Definitely good.
That's awesome. Shout out to every promotion in Japan giving Shinjiro Otani all the help he needs with his medical bills. I want to give shout out to Noah, New Japan, All Japan. Everybody's doing their part, man. Let's help Shinjiro Otani get better.
Oh yes. I don't think he'll wrestle again, but him being able to, like, say, run, jog,
or walk, or just stand up.
Yeah, that is what I want to see.
Yeah. Didn't Desperado auction off one of his masters to Shinjiro Otani?
I think he did.
Yeah, when he came to America, when he came for Ric Flair's match, or for work on it. Yeah, he did, like at at Starcast. He auctioned off one of his masks for Shinjiro Otani. So shout out to Desperado. Yeah. I think Tanaka's in charge.
I definitely know he's
01.
one of them, but I know back around 2020 they had a new guy in charge of 01, where he was talking about
Ace
how
Crusher. My man went for the Ace Crusher already.
he wants to end this match quick because he's got places to be tomorrow. One of them happens
Yeah,
to
so
involve going to Baba's house for some reason.
I am going to have relations.
Hold on. Every time I see Gary Albright, I just have to post this picture now.
Let's see. The company in charge of financing 01 is Daiko Holdings Group. While the guy in charge of it currently is a guy named Kazuhiro Iramoto. He's probably doing more of the paperwork, while Masato Tanaka is kind of like,
Running day to day.
yeah, he's basically the de facto speaking piece, the mouthpiece for the company. But the guy behind the scenes running the company is Iwamoto.
Yeah, I wanna. Well, let's just hope Sujiro Otani can one day get up out of that bed.
Oh yes.
Yeah, like every promotion I know of, like Noah has like when you enter the building for an event, there's like a donation box. I think New Japan is the same.
Yeah. It's kind of scary that happened because that's two big wrestler names that have had these terrible injuries.
Wrestling is inherently unsafe, so
yeah, but
just,
the major ones happening because I can't think of any of the other big names that have had like a crazy injury like this besides Takayama and Otani.
The Hayabusa.
All right, I'm back.
Oh yeah, but that was I'm talking about like recent.
Sorry. Oh yeah. Oh, welcome back, Gunslinger.
Welcome back, Gunslinger.
We're watching the Royal Road. Oh, not the Champions Carnival.
You could call it whatever you want it to be. It's all Japan.
We got Johnny Laryngitis versus Gary Albright.
How dare you slander me, Boris?
Yeah,
the company. You know,
Johnny
your
A.
finish.
Sorry.
What did you say, Gunslinger?
Tajiri needs to book me. Needs to hire me as head of talent relations for All Japan Pro Wrestling.
I wouldn't be surprised if Johnny Ace actually goes back to All Japan and he actually does good because I know
he can't wrestle.
Funny. No, that he's going to be there for talent relations. I said that's the joke.
No. What is he going to sleep with the women's wrestlers too over there?
I don't think there is a women's wrestlers in All Japan.
There is no women's division in All Japan.
I know,
one just specifically for me. The ring is my bedroom. Why am I being evicted? Why am I being kicked out? What are you doing? Don't you know I'm Johnny Ace?
Why am I being arrested?
Why are you putting me in jail? Hey, I did steal no protein powder. You can't put me in here.
I'm a sovereign citizen. You can't stop me.
Fuck those people.
Been protected by the secret power of McMahonism.
I want to address something here real quick. Don't worry.
What?
The reason why a lot of these wrestlers in Japan are getting injured so bad, it really comes down to A, the style and stiffness of it, and B, the amount of years that wear and tear on their body is done, right? Like Otani, probably one of the best junior heavyweights to come out of that era. And if you've ever seen some of the bumps he's taken outside the ring in WAR, I think maybe he ran for like 0, and then of course
0-1.
And he did some stuff in New Japan. So that guy, and then Takayama, who, I think he had a heart attack in the mid 2000s.
Oh, stroke.
He had like a stroke, and of course he was never the same after that. But before that, he was like you would see him throw fucking potatoes at everybody in the goddamn ring. After that, he was a little more. He was slower. He's kind of doing the Baba thing for a little bit, but to see him do the whole, I think it was like a sunset flip that fucked him up.
It was in a barbed wire death match too.
No, I thought it was just a regular tag team match.
No, I think it was. Oh yeah, but to
see him go out that way, that was sad. But he shouldn't have been doing that kind of stuff at his age, and it's a shame.
That's why I'm so happy Muto's going to retire. Like, Muto just needs to get out the ring.
Yeah.
Like, I love you, Keiji Muto, but man, you have 2 artificial knees. Like, you can't go. You shouldn't be wrestling anymore.
Yeah, I agree. Because we
What are you
saw the
talking
Ric
about,
Flair
Boris?
match.
What I'm doing right now is a complete work. I'm gonna do a ton of produce shows after this.
Right, but yeah, no. What I was going to say was we saw the Ric Flair match this year where he looked really really bad in it, and
he knocked himself out and went.
yeah, he knocked himself out, and it didn't look good. Like at that age, you just can't go anymore. And for a lot of these guys, if you think Ric Flair is 70, it looks horrible. Just look up some of the other guys that have gone on for too long and have tarnished their careers.
Yeah. So, yeah, I will say this about the style in Japan. I do agree it's kind of hard hitting and does take a toll on your body. But when you're younger, you're able to take it a little bit better than when you're in your 50s or your 60s. But one thing I do want to say is, though, a lot of guys in indie promotions doing stuff and doing Japanese moves they see on YouTube, they don't know how to do it properly, because that's why you see so many people at AEW getting hurt. Like, they just keep doing like moves they see in Japan, but they weren't trained how to do those moves in like how they do in Japan.
Well, I remember Excalibur talking about this in a podcast. It was one of those that was on YouTube, and for some reason it got taken down. Excalibur was talking about where the style came from, and it was because the guys had seen like out of context tapes of like New Japan and All Japan. They liked the heavyweight All Japan division, and they liked the New Japan junior heavyweight stuff. So they started copying both of them without really understanding why those moves had an impact and why they were there. And so what they ended up doing was they created this indie style and mixed it in with some wrestling, but the logic was thrown out the window, and then they had like a lot of lucha in it because it was West Coast. The East Coast also had a lot of ECW stuff. So what happened was it was like a melting pot that they just did not know what the hell they were doing when they melted it, and it came out all like everything's mixed in and it just doesn't look right. It's not a gold bar, it just looks like a giant bunch of metals that got put together, if that analogy works.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. I get what you're saying. And the thing is, I like AEW. Like, I like a lot of the wrestling they do. But here's the thing: I don't want to see people keep getting hurt. Like, people just keep getting hurt for some reason in AEW. And I think the reason is they see clips of like All Japan, like they see clips of old All Japan on YouTube and say, "Yeah, let me do that." It's like, well, here's the thing: the way Misawa, Kobashi, and Kawada and Taue trained was meant for that style. You had not trained in that style. You don't do 1,000 Hindu squats a day. You don't do 1,000 neck crunches a day. Like,
not to mention these guys aren't working a full-time schedule.
Oh yeah, they're part-time or like
AEW's AEW only wrestle like once or twice a week.
Yeah. So but the thing is, like,
actually no. Because because Dark and Elevation are taped on the same day as Dynamite.
Well, yeah, I want to tell you a story about somebody you probably know, Jason Terrible, the Puerto Rican one, Rafael. I can't remember his last name. Yeah. He broke his neck in Wing, and he said the only reason I wasn't paralyzed is because I did so many neck crunches a day that my neck was strong enough to withhold it. It did break, but I didn't get paralyzed. A lot of guys in AEW, I don't think they're doing neck crunches like that. I don't think they're doing Hindu squats like that.
Nah, I don't think they're doing that.
They don't make that mold anymore. Like I remember when I was training over like Vikingo's gym. He used to make us do.
Out, by the way.
Yeah. He made us do like a bunch of like ab crunches and stuff, and like he used to like make us do the falls on the cement so that we would harden the hell up. And the rolls too, and then eventually when we were hardened up and stuff, then he'd let you go into the ring. And that was like weeks for us.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: like taking a bump is like taking a bump. Yeah.
Even in New Japan now, they're still doing that.
Well, yeah, like in the Japanese
and Hindu squats.
And the reason why is because you're taking so many hard impact moves that you need to do that. That's what they're not teaching these guys. And that's why you see so many people getting injured like all the time, because they're like Big E's injury was horrific. Like it was like a damn
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Belly to belly suplex, he landed on his head. Well, the thing with the belly to belly is like that's a sweet move, so you got to know how to do it right. Like you can't just throw
but
somebody.
then why do an overhead? Why not just do the turning one?
I don't know because they thought it looked cool.
It looked. Yeah, that's the
Because wouldn't
problem.
the turning one be better if you
Yeah,
don't have
that's
the
a lot
strength to lift it
safer.
over your head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
The
need to
turning,
learn. Sorry for interrupting, but
like,
people need to learn to do moves that are safe. Like they want to be like that YouTube sensation almost, where they want to be the one clip on a oh my god compilation for crazy
Oh
wrestling
my
moves.
god! Yeah,
Yeah,
like look, if
yeah,
you're gonna do something extremely crazy, make sure you practice that move hundreds and hundreds of times.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like
Like
And
I'd
you
rather
and
guys
my
got time.
if I was to be a
It's like
wrestler,
brother. It's like brother. You have time before the show. Practice the move with your opponent to see if you can even do it. And if you
yeah,
can't do it, then improvise into it for them.
they
yeah, you
don't
got
do it.
time.
If you can't do a move safely, don't ever do it. Like that's
that's
just
why
No.
people like CW Anderson I very very respect. I have a
Yeah.
I that's probably bad English, but like I have a lot of respect for him
very respect
because
him very
he
much.
knows his limitations. I can't do an overhead, I'll do the turning. You're still safe, and it works. And Jug
Yeah,
just posted the physical
exactly.
test that you get in Noah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll read this out to people. It says
Oh yeah.
flexibility. This is the Noah's Dojo. You must complete this if you want to enter the Noah Dojo. Flexibility, mat exercises, V-shaped sit-ups 50 times, leg sit-ups 50 times, crunches 30 times, back muscles 30 times, push-ups 30 times 5 sets. You can do the math. A front bridge, front and back 10 times, front and back 10 times, left and right 10 times, rotation 10 times, back bridge, back and forth 20 times, times 20. Bridge, keep 1 minute. Squats, 200, jumping squats 30 times.
That's
That is
before
how
joining the promotion.
that's before joining the Noah roster. You must know how to do that. That's why guys, even though it does take a toll on your body, that's why they could take it in Japan because the dojo system has always been like that.
Yeah, I
But
think it's
guys in
smart.
Hey, Jug, you think you can find the New Japan test requirement?
it's
Hey,
probably very similar.
It
hey,
should be
Boris.
similar.
Hey,
Yeah.
Boris. People were trying to talk to me while you were reading that. Can you read that again? Thank
Oh,
you.
you could read the no mic chat if you want.
Yeah, yeah, and this is not me shitting on indie wrestlers or anything. I love indie wrestling. Like, here's the thing: I just want you guys not to break your necks, bro. Like, I
Exactly.
want you guys to have a career. I want you guys to have awesome matches, but don't like. I don't want people to end up paraplegic. That's just what I.
Yeah.
And I'm not shitting on what you do. I'm just saying, I just don't want to see people injured.
Practice doing your move to make sure you got it down right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you
And
don't.
I agree with that.
Like if your
Just need
finisher
to.
is a 450 splash, practice doing that 450 splash over and over and over again.
Yeah, you don't want to end up kneeing a guy in the face and breaking your face with the knee
Or worse,
while
knocking
doing
him
that.
out unconscious.
Yeah.
Because if I recall, Billy
And if you're gonna
Kidman
and if
did
you're gonna
that to
do a head
Chavo.
chair shot, if you're gonna do a head chair shot, put your damn hands up.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so flexibility. So you wanted me to read the NOAA physical test. You want flexibility, that's a requirement. They want MAC exercises. They want 50 V shape sit-ups, 50 leg sit-ups, 30 crunches, 30 back muscle exercises, 30 push-ups times 5 sets, front bridge, front and back 10 times, left and right 10 times, rotation 10 times, back bridge, back and forth times 20, bridge keep 1 minute. And what a bridge keep means is pretty much, when somebody does a German suplex bridge, you just got to keep in a position for a minute, which is pretty hard. Squats 200 times and jumping squats 30 times. That's why I respect the shit out of pro wrestlers, because especially in Japan, like this is not people make it out to be, oh, it's easy to do that. It's fake. Like, no, bro, you have to do this shit just to
Yeah,
get in the dojo.
that workout is no bullshit, sir.
Yeah, and of course they always think steroids or something. Wrestling hasn't had like a real steroid thing since what, the early 90s, 80s? This ain't that time frame anymore. Nowadays you see wrestlers concentrating more on CrossFit than they are on steroids.
Yeah. A lot of like really core kind of focused wrestlers. Not that there aren't any big muscle guys, but they're not if you're gonna find steroids, it's gonna be very far and few in between, or they're gonna be like supplementals, like testosterone shit.
Yeah, like I could see that.
Yeah, like the Lesnars of the world.
Yeah, you're more likely to find young Buck-style wrestlers than you are Brock Lesnar wrestlers in this day and age.
Yeah.
But like, say, back in the 80s, the Lesnar wrestler would have been more common.
Yeah, no. And I think personally, we should probably go back at some point to the Lesnar style wrestler. But
Oh, yeah, I agree, because like when you think pro wrestling, you think of all these larger than life, like it's a tough job to get into. Like I understand they like the idea that anyone could be a wrestler, which is understandable, but the thing is, not everyone can be a main event wrestler.
Okay,
Just-
so
just-
here's the
just-
thing about. Oh yeah,
sorry.
keep going, Gunslinger.
Just because everybody can be a wrestler doesn't mean everybody should be a wrestler.
Oh, for sure.
And a lot of these guys look the same, so the idea is we should focus away from like the in-ring wrestling and onto more like the over-the-top personality. Back to the
Yeah.
80s kind of stuff.
Like
More
MJF
psycho-
has the
that
character,
doesn't
that's
always
why
work.
people remember him.
Yeah.
That's why that doesn't always work.
Oh, why?
Yeah,
Some gimmicks aren't a good idea?
Yeah,
Because you could be a big steroid freak and not be over.
yeah.
That-
But here's
We're
that
not
is true.
saying that. We're talking about, like, say, character.
here's the thing. I've never been a guy about size. Like people back in like
Oh, man,
Kevin
I
Nash.
can give a fuck about size. I saw Genki Sudo knock out a super heavyweight in Pride. Okay,
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like people like I'll never
dude, I
forget
saw
Kevin.
a dude who was
Hold on.
5 feet. Right, he knocked out a 7 foot tall dude with a slap to the face.
Yeah. Well, I'll never forget Kevin Nash calling Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero vanilla midgets. Like that just made the whole I'm 7 foot and these guys can't draw a dime because they're 5'9". Even though Kevin Nash is shit in the ring, all he's got is a big boot.
And also, don't forget Chris Benoit main evented a WrestleMania while Kevin Nash never did.
Yeah. So Kevin Nash had a big. Yeah.
And then when you look at the house show numbers of Chris Benoit's WWE World Heavyweight Champ compared to Diesel as WWF Champ, who did better house show wise? That was Chris Benoit.
Diesel main event?
No, boys, question. I have
Just
a
a
question
second.
right
Someone
quick.
was asking about Diesel first. Then you'll be next, Zach.
Didn't Diesel main event one of the WrestleManias with Shawn?
No, they were a semi-main event. The main event of that WrestleMania was Lawrence Taylor versus Bam Bam Bigelow.
God.
He looked pretty good in that too.
Yeah, Bam Bam Bigelow did a very good job. He's an underappreciated big guy wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about size is, right, I'm 5'9", which is average size in the United States, right? Well, here's the thing. Back in the 80s, if I wanted to wrestle, I probably wouldn't get a push. Because 5'9" is not good enough.
You'd basically be a jobber.
That's average height. I don't know. Maybe I'd be a mid-carder at best. But, here's the thing. I've never been about size. I've always been about skill. Like, there's guys who are short as shit who know how to sell. They know how to work. They know how to get the crowd on their side. And there's big guys like Kevin Nash who don't know how to do any of that. And they're just over because of the fact that, because they're over.
They have a look. Don't forget the look, too. Because you got to admit that Kevin Nash, he does have a good, handsome look to him.
Yeah.
So you could see women going, saying, oh, he's attractive, I'll watch him. Because, that does happen, too. Even back then, the Hardy Boys, whenever they took their shirt off, you could hear women in the crowd losing their shit every time they did that.
Fucking scream.
I haven't heard women scream like that since Beatlemania.
Joe, you're 6 foot?
Yeah.
Or the Crush Gals era.
Oh,
wow,
yeah. Yeah, but I'm talking, for men wrestlers. Unless you want to say the Crush Gals.
But, to be fair, you weren't specific.
Yeah, I get that, but I thought you would know what I mean. But yeah.
Jug is definitely a descendant of those Celtic barbarians that used to live in France.
He must be a northern Frenchman. Because
no, I think he lives in Paris.
I thought he lived south of Paris, near Orleans.
I have no idea.
But like I do know that for some reason, people that live closer to the Mediterranean are generally shorter than people who stay away from the Mediterranean. There's something about that ocean that makes people small. But yeah, this match. What a DDT by Ogawa.
Now, like I was gonna ask about, there's this exercise slash warm up I've often seen on old wrestling tapes where where one guy will like rage and the other guy will like push on him and he'll start rolling on his head to work out his neck. Does anybody know what that is?
I don't know, but I've seen Kobashi do that. You should watch some of Kobashi's workouts.
Ogawa with the baseball slide.
Like he was a man that was he saw the gym far more than he saw his wife, definitely.
Misawa will make fun of him for that. He's like, why do you... He's like, you're addicted to the gym.
And then Kobashi would probably say something like, dude, the weights are calling for me.
He's like, look, man, I'm your sidekick. I gotta make sure I'm up to your standard.
You're already beating that. You can calm down. Take a cheat day or something. Look at me. I play Super Robot Wars. What do you do, Kobashi? Work out.
This man plays this man plays the Game Boy Advance in the tub.
Or
that's
that.
Right. That's right. Misawa-san was a gamer.
Yeah, he literally said in one of his blogs, he's like, I have the GameCube strap, the Game Boy strap, the Game Boy Advance strap around my wrist so I don't drop it in the tub.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Misawa was peak gamer, bro.
Oh, yeah, I remember someone actually found, like, a list of his favorite video games. Like, if you want some very good taste in video games... Oh, there we go. Like, if I recall, he was a big fan of Fire Emblem, Super Robot Wars, the Goemon video games. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. He was also a big fan of Pokemon and always chose a grass-type Pokemon because, green, LOL. He loved the art-type video game. Like I said, Misawa has good taste in video games.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, this match is awesome.
Oh yeah, this is so far the match of the night, definitely.
Yeah, Yoshinori.
I mean the Misawa thing with him and the taste. I mean, I only heard like he did like a review for Final Fantasy once, but
No, bro. Misawa is such a gamer. He would play the Game Boy Advance in the tub. Like that's pure gamer.
I just heard that.
Oh yeah. Oh my bad. I did.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but no, but Joe, you want to know Kobashi's workout routine? He has a gym in Japan. Go see Izaki's a trainer there. Fly to Japan. Get the Kobashi. Get the Kobashi workout routine.
I heard once. This was like after the bicep surgery. That like the doctor came up to Jun Akiyama and said like, look, man, like it took us hours to get past all the muscle in his bicep because it's so huge.
Oh yeah.
And Jun Akiyama replied, don't fucking tell him that because otherwise he's gonna go back to the gym. It's like the doctor's just like, well, that's a good thing. Like, no, he lives there.
Misawa would troll him like that. It's like, bro, like he would make fun of how fat he was becoming in the end of his life. He's like, yeah, I'm kind of overweight, but I'm still doing these great matches. Maybe you should tone it down in the gym. It's like, hell no, I don't want to be fat.
There is one thing I can say of all the things Kenta Kobashi has ever done for workouts. I could definitely tell he doesn't do a lot of squats. You know why?
Oh, he definitely. Why?
He's got a flat ass. He's got a Hank Hill ass. Does anyone else notice that?
Yes, skinny legs.
What?
He probably does.
He does leg day. I will say that, but he skips ass day. He's got the flattest ass in the world.
I wonder if he's got a narrow urethra as well.
Oh. Now let me tell you what, Misawa, I'm gonna hit that burning hammer powered by propane and propane accessories. I'll tell you what.
Wait. Oh, is this it?
Oh man.
Yes, my man Yoshinori Ogawa wins.
Fuck you, Boris. Slap. Don't worry. Okay, I'm joking. Don't worry.
No, but
Jun Akiyama is not going to be hearing the end of this in the locker room.
No,
Giant Bob
absolutely
is going to be looking at him disapprovingly.
I'm just telling you, man. This is the start of Yoshinori Norigawa's heavyweight put. No, what's the saying? Oh, you want to know something funny? Speaking about Kenta Kobashi's workout routine, Road Warrior Animal used to team with him in All Japan, right? Well, he said he started because Kobashi when we started teaming with Kobashi, he was kind of normal size, whatever. And him and Road Warrior talked. He took Kenta Kobashi to the gym. He said after that he was addicted to it. He said he had the Road Warrior method of working out. Like that's really how it started, according to him.
Oh,
Shinya Hashimoto versus Masanobu Fuji.
Is there like footage of the full Kobashi workout?
Think so.
I want to watch this man just go mad in the fucking gym. Because I can't really work out like that because of my disability, but I want to so bad.
I bet Kobashi passes a gym, and like the gym like immediately stares back, knows who he is, and just cowers in fear of just like what this man is capable of doing. Like, I
You
bet
know what's funny?
I bet if you let him, even with the heart condition, he will wrestle in that ring and probably fucking still like live.
Yeah, he owns his own gym, and Go Shiozaki's a trainer there.
Oh my god!
I mean, anybody going to Go Shiozaki's gym, Kenta Kobashi's gym, that is the best. If you want to gain some muscle mass, that's there's nobody better. I mean, just working out with him is better than steroids. Just.
Well, I mean, your balls don't shrink working out with him. That's definitely.
Now is his gym like a regular, I say, civilian workout gym, or does it have a ring in it? Is it a wrestling?
No, it's just like a civilian workout gym. There's no ring in it. He doesn't train people, which is a shame. But because I think Kenta Kobashi knows if he opened a training school, like every other training school in Japan would have to close down.
Probably.
He would take Animal Hamaguchi. I love Animal Hamaguchi. You're a great trainer.
Oh yeah,
no doubt about that. But if Kenta Kobashi started school, Animal Hamaguchi don't have to shut it down. They don't compete with that.
Hamaguchi, I love you. I respect you, but Kobashi had the best school of all time.
Yeah, pretty much that. No, but you know the funny thing? On the opposite end of Kobashi's love for training, Akira Taue hated it. He would just he would piss Giant Baba off. He would come to the gym and like flip flops or whatever. It's like what Giant Baba was like, you're not why are you dressed like that? Why are you dressed like some bum? He's like, well, I just came here because you told me to. I didn't know I was supposed to train. He's like, you're a pro wrestler. It's like, well, I guess.
Taue, that makes sense because Taue was always skinny and like he was tall, but he was always skinny. Like, yeah, now it makes sense why he doesn't look like the Babas of the world. Yeah, the other guys.
Yeah, Giant Baba was very very strict. You had to wear a suit and tie around him.
Oh yeah. And if I recall, there was like a code of conduct for foreign wrestlers when they came to Japan. Let me see if I can find it. Oh wait, darn it! I realized if I'd screw up the recording if I get that. So give me a sec. I'll just read it out loud. I'll read it out loud. There we go. Okay, you'd get a note that says all wrestlers coming to Japan agree to the following stipulations. And rule number 1, anyone going into the ring in Japan under the influence of alcohol may have their bookings canceled.
And pay deducted.
Oh yeah. Rule number 2, in Japan you will be staying in some of the best hotels in the country. While in these hotels, you will be expected to respect the dress code, which means to be fully and neatly clothed in public.
Yeah, no t-shirts, no flip-flops, no basketball shorts.
Rule number 3, anyone violating any of the above may be fined $100. And this is the 90s, so that's a lot of money.
God damn.
Rule number 4, most every night the promoters provide beer for your pleasure. Please wait until after your match before drinking some. Which makes sense. You don't want to wrestle drunk.
Yeah, that's a bad...
Rule number 5. As you know,
Oh
competition.
my god,
Oh,
that
yeah.
fucking suplex.
Yeah, Fuchi is doing some good stuff with Hashimoto here. Here we go. Rule number 5. As you know, competition here in Japan is strong and keen, so we trust each man will work his hardest to keep All Japan Pro Wrestling the #1 company here in Japan. Number 6. All of us here in All Japan Pro Wrestling hope that you enjoy yourself during your stay in Japan. Rule number 7. Joe Higuchi and Yoshi Momoda will be busy all the time and won't have much time to help you. However, any questions, feel free to ask Jerry Murdoch, or while you are in Tokyo, ask for Yonezawa. He will help you as much as he can. All Japan Pro Wrestling Company Ltd. 3 to 12 Roppongi 7 Chome, Minato-ku, Tokyo. Telephone number 03-403-7344. Best wishes, Shohei Baba, President of All Japan Pro Wrestling.
I wonder if that phone number's still active.
I don't know. Well, that's that. Hey, JM, do you want to call them?
We're gonna prank call All Japan. No,
Hey,
no.
Tajiri, eat my ass. Click.
Yeah, no. There was a lot of guys who came from the United States, Puerto Rico, UK. Like they went to Japan. They come from very different cultures. I mean, in Puerto Rico, there's a lot of beach and beach stuff. Just have a good time. They got there. It's like, hey, you got to wear a suit and tie everywhere. It's like, what? Suit and tie? Yeah, it's like, man, I'm just used to wearing flip flops and beach.
Yeah, like a lot of the guys down here from the States, like they came here and it was like chill, like just wear a t-shirt and some fucking jeans or whatever, maybe like a shorts if you're in San Juan and it's like beach, whatever. But in Japan, it's like really strict over there.
Yeah, it's not strict anymore, but I know Noah still wants like the foreigners. Like if there's a press conference, they want them to dress their best. Like, but other than that, you
Yeah,
can wear like
I understand that.
but otherwise you can wear like t-shirt or whatever.
Are button-down golf shirts acceptable if you can't find a suit?
I wouldn't. Sure, I wouldn't know. But the thing is, like, you come from like America or something or like Texas, where you wear like Western clothing, and then you have to wear like a nice 2-piece suit or whatever. I mean, I will give No Massacres credit though. For one thing, he was always very well dressed. Wherever he went, he was always well dressed.
Yeah.
So Japan fit him well.
Didn't Mil Mascaras have like $5,000 or $6,000 suits or some shit?
I wouldn't be surprised.
He was making it. He was. Yeah, they had really nice suits. Like Ramses, which is like Silver King and Nacho Libre. Like that's kind of what they wear. Like really nice tailored suits. Just
Dude,
really.
They used to have. I remember this. Sometimes they used to have like the cufflinks in the shape of their mask, and it was like the golden fucking shit. The deal with that. And then sometimes they would have like the tailor dress them up in the matching like mask color they had. Like it was just elegant as fuck. Sometimes they would even have like the mask made in like silk, so it would look excellent. Like Blue Demon still does that. Blue Demon Jr.
Like a lot of the older guys who are still wrestling still dress very nicely, very classy, very very business. And then you see guys like La Park or other guys or like Tejano Jr. who just dress like they dress like typical norteños. Which, if you don't know what a norteño is, it basically means Western attire. Pretty much,
Texas boys.
Pretty much the Texas attire you would see in the Valley. Cowboy boots, cowboy hat. It's a good look.
Like if you could make that whole northern part with Durango, whatever, that part should be like a part of like Texas at this point. It's like nothing.
I guarantee you, most people, if the Mexican government put up to a vote, they would secede to join Texas. I swear to God.
Probably.
Oh yeah, considering.
Because I take it Durango and all that is still very, vaquero / cowboy culture heavy.
Yeah. So all the north. So what people don't understand about Mexico is they think Mexico is everybody's like sombrero wearing, the everything. Well,
it's
sort of.
Depending.
It's like in the South, you have a more influence of native culture. in you know, a lot of Mayan, Aztec culture. In the middle, it's kind of a mix. But in the north, that's the home of the vaqueros, you know, the banditos, you know, people like that, you know, guys who, and that's where you get a lot of the Western wear, you
Oh
know.
yeah, a lot of Western movies filmed in North Mexico, like say Magnificent Seven.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In fact, the Magnificent Seven, before they even filmed, the Mexican government said, okay, before you film, you have to go through all this criteria. That way, you make Mexico look good in the movie. And they did. It's like, that
Tony
movie
Hashimoto
was,
with the cover.
like,
You know they filmed most of that movie in Durango, I think.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
be
And
surprised. That
Hashimoto's
is
been
a very beautiful
I
state.
think so. Yeah.
man,
I mean,
Hashimoto's been mad busy during this entire Pantry universe. This man
yeah.
was in K1,
Oh,
made
it's
it to the
over.
finals and lost, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
now he beat Fucci.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I just have to
Hashimoto
say,
goes everywhere.
as somebody who've walked around Juarez and walked around the plaza, it's a beautiful city, and people, it's a very beautiful city. I just wish it wasn't so crime infested, you know.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I'd
There's
I'd like to get down to Mexico, but the whole crime and cartels is
Well,
keeping
just
me
stick with
from.
a group of people for tourists. Like, say, stick to the tourist sections of, like, say, Mexico City, where you go to see Arena Mexico. And then after that, you fly back home and never, like, quick.
You just go to Mexico to see Arena Mexico, nothing else.
Yeah, there you go, Zach. I got
It's a
your.
good
That you
time,
watch a
bro. Like,
CMLL
Just,
show, then we just
yeah,
wheel you back on the plane and we're out.
not the
bro,
Mayan
like,
pyramids or anything else, just
Nope.
Arena Mexico.
Yep, we're in and we're out.
yeah, just like a good week of it. Like, like Monday, Tuesday, like maybe see whatever other house show they might have, and then Friday you like go there and enjoy the big show because it's always like a big blow off show. So whatever, man, it's just great.
I will say CML got the poster game unlocked though. I mean, they just have the
I actually heard that the Grand Prix show they did was actually really good.
I don't
yeah,
doubt it. CMLL is good.
yeah, I saw they filled that house up. I mean, it's Arena Mexico, so people are always going to go there. Um, but you know,
Oh wait, speaking of Baba, here he comes.
Ladies and
the
gentlemen,
Giants.
please rise for the All Japan national anthem.
No, this is the Japanese national anthem, sir.
Okay. Well, that's why I did say All Japan. So all of Japan.
No, but you know, Gunslinger, is there any like arena in Puerto Rico that's like of similar like, you know, cultural status to
The
wrestling
vertical
as Arena
Olympic.
Mexico?
Or Madison
Yes.
Square Garden. Oh, what's that?
There's a couple. There's a couple. If you go, IW used to run like their big, the 20,000 house arena. It's like a basketball arena. That's over, I think, in either Mayaguez or somewhere in the West Coast. Now, if you want to go further into the center, to the east, Bayamon. La Pepin is like the Town Hall. It's the Mecca, and it's not even that big a little, it's not even that big. You could house at least a good 10,000 people there, or maybe a little less, maybe 7,000, or 5,000. I can't remember what names are, what the numbers are exactly, so don't quote me on that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just when that place fills up, like when it's empty, and you feel it, and it's not. But when it's full up, dude, it is so much energy and so much compressed people, and it's so hot. But at the same time, there's so much energy going through you that the match just it elevates it a little more. Even the most mediocre match. Now, that one has had so many moments that it's too many to go over. So don't even bother. But the other two that I talk about is my own the Salam Morales, which is the baseball park that is actually just a good distance, a few blocks away from me, because I live near the baseball park, and that's where some of the best moments for IWA also happened later on and before that. And of course, the Roberto Clemente up in San Juan, which is always a pain in the ass to fucking get the parking there, but it just has a great atmosphere. It's got air conditioning for once. It's had a lot of good moments in it. A lot of Gorilla Monsoon and Hurricane Castillo bloodbaths against Carlos and anybody that he was teaming it with, or any of the WWF guys that used to do house shows here. There's a lot of big moments there.
I want to ask you a question. Would it ever be possible? Because, like, the San Christopher Fort is such a icon in Puerto Rican culture that that's like the Mount Rushmore of Puerto Rico, right? Would it ever be possible to have a wrestling match in there, or would the park just say like, no, you can't have a wrestling match there? Because that'd be a cool atmosphere. Like if they could ever get that,
The open air, yeah. No, it's impossible. That I don't think the park would ever say yes. I would. God, that would be funny as fuck. I remember the closest we ever got to that was there's this basketball court, a fairly decent sized basketball court in San Juan in the famous La Perla neighborhood. It's like a neighborhood right next to the beach.
Yeah. If you've ever seen the
Yeah.
Despacito video, that's where it was.
A lot of this stuff we should be saving for the history vid on Sunday.
Well, this
It's a sneak peek.
yeah, this is a sneak peek, everybody.
So
yeah, we didn't get to the part when Satan came to Puerto Rico and he had to fight Jesus in a death match. Yeah, that it was Christmas 1996. What a crazy show that was, wasn't it?
That sounds absolutely insane. I'm sorry. Who was it? Cain versus Jesus?
Satan versus Jesus in a Puerto Rican death match.
Oh,
I mean, are you sure that was at like the local Catholic church down on the street?
Oh, there are Catholics in Puerto Rico. I'm sure that counts.
That'd be absolutely.
There's a majority. There's a majority.
Yeah, that's a couple.
No,
There's a couple.
The closest we came was that, and it was like a CWA show, and it had a good atmosphere to it, but it just wasn't. It wasn't good. But I would love to do it maybe one more time in like the big fuck all baseball park they have. It's like a Major League Baseball park, the one that you see a lot in the with like the weird fence.
Mm-hmm.
Not the weird fence. The weird the weird like what do you call it? It's like
the weird outfield.
Yeah, it's like the weird like where the bleachers and the people are like sitting in, where it's got like a triangular shape to it, and like the lights are like going forwards. It's like a weird fuck all.
The one they were at in like Best of Bloody and all those.
There you go. Yeah, that's one. I think the Mudo versus Vader.
Oh wait a minute! Oh god!
Ooh. Oh my god! You just powerbombed.
Yeah, and now he's just.
I thought that was the Roberto Clemente. Yeah.
I think
powerbomb on the floor. Oh wait, not again.
Not again.
He's
pushing him into the guardrail too to make extra damage.
Giant Baba says FMW's kicking our ass. We gotta go hardcore.
It's like
Jumbo says, "Don't mind if I do."
Jumbo is taking out his frustration on Baba. It seems that Jumbo is not happy with the booking decisions he's had with Misawa.
He's like, I should be ace, brother.
There you go.
That don't work for me.
Jumbo
that don't work for me, brother.
Hella liberties.
But you know what? I hope one day, as like a super show with all the Puerto Rican promotions, one day the National Park Service can actually let Puerto Rican wrestling promotions run that fort, because that would be incredible. Just let people just stand on top of the fort and watch, like, it'd just be crazy. Like, it'd be
nuts. It would be, but I don't think so. I think a lot of those parks are run by the U.S.
They're run by the federal government, yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, no fun allowed.
And they're in okay hands, I guess, because Moro's always been great to visit, but it's a long ass walk over there. Duke's really fun. It's like a big fuck all. It's where they filmed Tropic Thunder for any of you at home.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm glad
movie.
they're being taken care of, because I've seen photos of them after the Spanish American War when the U.S. Army was taking care of it. They just give a fuck. They just like.
Yeah,
so much for Teddy Roosevelt's fucking conservatism or whatever. But I'll be right back.
He did came in with a big stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all remember the great quote: "Speak softly, carry a big stick," and he whacked people with it.
Oh, the boot.
The boot. Is it over?
No, he's got
Is it
more.
over,
He's
brother?
not finished with you. I'm not finished with you. Look at this.
Oh, neck breaker. Swinging neck breaker.
Neck breaker.
Neck breaker. Oh my god, they're so this, brother.
They're probably whispering to each other. What's our next move? I forgot it. We'll improvise. LBU. And okay, there we go.
Friggin' Baba took like 2 power bombs on the floor.
Straight into the guardrail too. Don't forget that little caveat. Or addition, sorry.
What a worker.
Oh yeah.
What a guy.
Baba
What a
wants to
guy.
make this match look insane. Oh, what's he gonna do?
You gotta whip. You gotta slow it down.
Gotta slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Slow it down.
Ooh,
Backdrop. Is that it? Is that it for Baba? I don't think so.
What are you doing?
Is he going for an aerial move?
Now he's confused.
Okay, for a second I thought I was gonna pin him there, and it's
Oh,
like,
You mean
Oh,
stupid.
firebomb!
oh, let's see, probably 2.9. Yep,
That was
use the
just a 2
Powerball to
count.
save. Yeah, the Powerball to save him. If there was no Powerballs, that could have been the match.
Baba's being like dominated right now.
Yeah, Baba's not having a good day. Ooh, wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, we got Boston
A
Crab.
Boston Crab
An
taking it
elevated.
back to the
Break
dojo.
walls, nigga.
I'm showing you. Break the jumbos down.
Yeah, who invented the line tamer?
Break.
Was it?
Break down the jumbos.
The jumbo tamer. Ooh.
Oh, Enziguri.
He
Oh
stole
no.
Inoki's move.
Use the
Inoki's
Kenza
running.
Suzuki pin too.
Inoki's running right now. Inoki's like running. He's taking the train. He's on his way here. He's about to turn into Jinoki.
Dinoki.
Yeah, because he's like, for some
We
reason the template
we
made
should
him
have
7 feet.
we should have put Jinoki and Giant Bob on the same block. That would have been hilarious.
No. There aren't enough dimes in the universe to be drawn for that. We would basically make a massive economic collapse from how many dimes we would make from that. You know that terminology about dimes?
Yeah, drawing dimes. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Jeff Jarrett still hasn't drew one.
Yeah, we keep giving him
I love how
pencils and telling him to draw
I love
one,
how
but all
Jeff
he keeps doing is drawing pennies.
Now you know what's funny? Tanahashi pulled out a guitar and he drew dimes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because it was funny.
Because his guitar actually had stuff in it.
Yeah, it was funny. Man, that hardcore match, I was dying of laughter from some of the bits of that. But it was also a good match too.
Oh, it's Bob. No, get reversed.
Jumbo
Elbow.
says, "No, now I'm curious.
Oh, jumping knee.
Jump knee.
I was going for it, but he's near the ropes. Oh wait, that's right. There's no submissions in this game.
Yeah, it's just wearing him down.
You've got to slow it down, brother.
Man, a Zack Sabre Jr. con this game would have a nightmare. What do you mean you were submitting?
Oh,
the boot.
That could be it. Oh no! Didn't even use the
Shuri's like,
Powerball.
I'm not selling.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna make you sell. I'm still kind of surprised that Nautilus said that Giant Baba has a sexy voice.
true though.
Really? Does everyone? Okay, like I don't know. Like when I think of guys' voices, I don't think they're sexy. It's just weird to me. Well, I should shut up then.
Jumbo with his own boot.
Yeah, he's got a boot there. He's getting him up. Do you think he's gonna go for a drop kick, running knee?
Running knee.
Oh, thank you, Jug. You know, okay, I should shut up then about that. It's all about compliments, about, you know, radio voice and all that. I see now. Okay.
No, it's going
got a
for
little
DDT.
neck- Huh? Oh, I thought it was
It's a
going
neck
for a
crank.
neck crank,
Oh.
sorry.
Your neck crank.
If I wear out your neck, you... Oh, no. Drop kick coming up.
Oh, Inzagiri! Oh, he no-sold that!
Baba has something more important to do. It involves beating up this young boy. Oh, the impact. That could be it. All Jumbo has to do is... And he blew it. Yeah, just grappling. Grappling.
Oh, coconut smash. He learned that in Hawaii.
You learned a lot of things in Hawaii, like how to drive a car. Oh, got a little takeover.
Like, that's the only place he could drive his car, because the roads in Japan were too narrow for his boat of a Cadillac.
Oh, yeah. Jug says I jinx wrestlers every time I talk. I jinx them every single time. My gosh, don't let me in charge of the Super Bowl party. Then again, I actually do good at predicting Super Bowls compared to this video game stuff.
Wait, did Baba have a house in Hawaii, or did
He
have
had
a
a
friend
headquarters in Hawaii.
Yeah, headquarters, yeah.
Yeah,
Where
That was it. That was his spot. That was his vacation spot.
Yeah, ever since Ricky Dozan was first learning how to wrestle in Hawaii, Baba was like All Japan had a Hawaii headquarters. I don't know if they still have it, but
I
like
don't think
when
so.
Baba was alive, they were kind of like a big deal there. Where it's like, hey, there's the wrestling businessman over there, and the PWF chairman, Lord James Blears, he lived in Hawaii all his life basically when he retired from wrestling. Like Baba and Ricky Dozan, they were very healthy for the wrestling scene in Hawaii. Don't know if Baba
apparently there's a big Japanese community in Hawaii.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of Japanese people in Hawaii.
So they actually had All Japan on TV there.
In
Wow, so Jumbo
Japanese, of course.
Tsuruta gets the win.
He
The pile driver.
He surpassed his mentor. All he has to do now is fight Tenaru, which I don't think is in this game. Not even a template, right?
I think he is, but I don't think H-Boss put him as a template.
Okay. Very good match. So, Jug, since I jinx wrestlers, do you think it will work if I jinx the English national team for the World Cup this year? Oh man, that's gonna be a fun tournament.
Okay, let me check to make sure that everybody else in this block went.
I can't wait for that to start, because you and I are going to be watching it, right?
I'm going to try my best to watch some of the World Cup games this year. Also, I'm expecting to watch a lot of college football.
Right, so,
oh, sorry.
Just count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. Yeah, I think that takes care of everybody. All right. Of course, I'm gonna call it a night here because I got work in the morning, and we'll continue this tomorrow.
All right. So, good fight, good night,
Let's
all
see,
that.
man.